Tools play a major role in your day-to-day as a product designer. They can help boost your creativity, build momentum, but they can also get you stuck if they're not well chosen and well managed. Hi, I'm Deborah, a product designer in tech, and in this video, I'm going to walk you through all my software toolkits in these categories, explaining to you how I use each one of them. If you're new here, don't forget to hit subscribe and let's get started. First of all, my design tools, where the magic happens. I mostly use Figma, I would say more than 90% of the time, and the other 10%, I'm using Adobe Creative Suite, After Effects, Illustrator, or Photoshop. I mostly stick to Figma because it's very easy to use, easy to share, faster to load, and it's also what most companies are using nowadays. Within Figma itself, I also use FigJam for brainstorming, flow mapping, also for you to have your weekly sync with the team or design sprints. If you want a specific video about FigJam, just let me know and I can work on that. For task management tools, there are 3 that I use. The first one, for work tasks, I use Asana, which is where the team and I are assigned and also assign tasks. You may use Asana or Monday or Trello or Airtable. Manage my tasks outside my 9 to 5, but they're also design related. I use Notion for freelancing gigs and also to manage this YouTube channel that you're seeing now. Besides the tools that I mentioned, I never use task management tools alone. I always take those tasks and I put it into my personal agenda, which lives on Google Calendar. Because it's not only what you have to do, but when you're going to do it. I'm a big fan of time blocking, so you can dedicate bigger chunks of time for tasks that are more complex. A good thing of leaving your calendar updated is that you'll be able to tell how much time you're taking to complete each task. So whenever you're planning your sprint, for example, you know how much time you can allocate to each task. For communication, well, it may depend again on the company you're working at, but I use Slack for everyday communication, and for emails, I use Gmail. For meetings, if it's a team meeting, I use Slack. If not, I'm going to use either Google Meet or Zoom. For user testing and also collecting feedback, there are 4 tools that I use. For user test sessions, I usually use Google Meet, but Zoom is also an alternative. It allows you to record the session so you don't have to go crazy trying to write down everything on spot, but don't forget that you need to request a consent first. I also use Maze and UserZoom, which are tools that allow you to recruit users to test your product and provide feedback. It saves you a lot of time, especially if you want to test with a big group, because you don't have to do all the recruiting yourself. You're able to link your prototypes on Figma, so the users will be testing from there. To collect feedback, I'm a big fan of Hotjar. It's super easy to install on the website or web app. You have a dashboard organized with all the feedback that was collected from the customers. So for documentation and files, I use Google Drive. Lastly, for inspiration, there are 2 places that I go to. The first one is Dribbble and the second one is Mobbin. These 2 allow you to search per industry, per device type, and also for specific moments of the flow, like signing up or resetting a password. I must say that for inspiration, I always use technology with an attentive eye because you can learn a lot from seeing how the flows are structured in different products, what feels good, what doesn't feel that good. So whenever you're the one designing, things get easier. This is key to having a solid repertoire, which is a must-have for a product designer. Well, that's all for today. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit like and also for you to subscribe to the channel so you can see the upcoming videos. See you next time. Happy designing!